Today, you will learn about multiplication facts. But first, let's review some key words. Factor. A factor is the number being multiplied. So when 7 times 5 equals 35, 7 and 5 are the factors. Product. A product is the answer to a multiplication problem. 7 times 5 equals 35. 35 would be the product. When learning times 7, the strategy is to build on what you know. Let's try some. 7 times 2. I see a 2 here. So I know that I will have to do the addition double. So I will have 2 groups of 7. 7 plus 7 equals 14. So 7 times 2 equals 14. So that also means that 2 times 7 equals 14. Build on what you know. 7 times 10. Think 7 groups of 10. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups. And now I'll count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 7 times 10 gives me a product of 70. Also, 10 times 7 would also equal 70. Times 7, build on what you know. 9 times 7. 1 less than 7 is 6. So 6 goes into my tens place. Think the number you add to 7 to get 10 would be 3. That goes in my ones place. 9 times 7 would give you a product of 63. But let's check that. If I have a 6 in the tens place and a 3 in the ones, 6 plus 3 would give me 10. Here's some fun rhymes for this one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 56 is 7 times 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 56 is 7 times 8. 7 times 7 is cool and fine. 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 7 is cool and fine. 7 times 7 is 49. If you are 7 feet tall and 7 feet wide, you probably play football for the 49ers. If you are 7 feet tall and 7 feet wide, you'll probably play football for the 49ers. 7 times 7 equals 49. 7 times 6 isn't hard to do. 7 times 6 is 42. 7 times 6 isn't hard to do. 7 times 6 is 42. Times 8. Again, you will need to build on what you know. You know that any number times 0 is always 0. And any number times 1 is always itself. Here, I have a 2. I will need to use the addition double. So 8 times 2, that means I have 8, 2 times, which would give me 16. The product is 16. 8 times 2 equals 16. Also, 2 times 8 equals 16. I notice that I'm going to be multiplying by 10. So that means that I am going to have groups, 8 groups of 10. So 8 times 10, I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 8 times 10 equals 80, and 10 times 8 equals 80. Build on what you know. I see a 5 here. That means I need to find the product of 5. I will skip count by 5s. So I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 8 times 5 equals 40. The product is 40. That means that 5 times 8 also equals 40. Times 8. Build on what you know. So here is a 9, so I need to use a 9 strategy. 1 less than 8 is 7. That will go in the tens place. The number you add to 8 to get 10 is 2. That will go into the ones place. The product is 72, but I'm going to check my work. If I have a 7 in the tens and a 2 in the ones, 7 plus 2 equals 9. Here's another rhyme. 6 times 8 went on a date. When they got home, they were 48. 6 times 8 went on a date. When they got home, they were 48. 8 times 8 fell on the floor. When I picked it up, it was 64. 8 times 8 fell on the floor. When I picked it up, it was 64.